Hey guys, we are back working on my 1953 Ford F100 from the Fixing the Ford series. In the last few days we've been working on this driver's side A-pillar, trying to get some serious rust repair done so that the cab can come off and get put on a rotisserie to get its floor fixed. As we can see, we've got some issues. In today's video, we're going to try and repair the lower part of the A-pillar here. We'll see how far we can get, and maybe we'll even start doing a little bit of final welding, but we'll see whether that fits in the time we have or not. Thanks a lot for watching. We've got some structural repairs that we've done inside here, and we've got the outer skin attached just with locking pliers. That seems to be fitting really well. Fits up into place the bottom of the rocker panel, and this front edge, I'm hoping, will work its way back. It's got a little bit of too much overlap, but with that being in under the wheel, even if it has to stay that way, I'm not worried about it. This is our key for today, though, and what I'm going to try doing, normally I would use parchment paper to make templates from, but with the shape that we're having to work with here, I think we're going to end up just using some thin cardboard that I have. That looks like it's going to fit in there a little bit better. Let me see if I can get you guys set up on a stand so that you can see what's going on. Then we'll start whittling away at the cardboard and see if we can turn it into a template that's going to work for us. Looks to me to be about the perfect height, which is kind of lucky because I didn't measure any of this. I just started cutting. Well, that didn't work. Okay. This isn't going to be the finished piece. This is just going to be the the rough, the front face template. Obviously, for the finished piece, we're going to have flanges that have to go in and on either side. Well, that is looks like it's going to be a good start. Now we'll trace it on here and leave some flanges, and hopefully we got something we can put on some steel. Well, that's kind of sort of what I got thinking. Obviously, this flange will have to continue up where we don't have any cardboard, but it should get us going. Let me grab a piece of steel and I'll start laying that out and we'll see where we get to. There is our piece. Where'd my template get to? Kind of sort of lays in there. I left a little bit of extra flange. Hopefully we can make that work. Rather than trying to cut this out with an angle grinder, which I know will work, let's try the new sheet metal cutter that I picked up from Harbor Freight. I have no idea. This is fairly heavy metal that we're cutting, so it may not do a good job. Well, so much for that. Cutting a corner, we'll see. I think with a little bit of TLC, we'll be able to make that work. Well, this is, I got a bunch of scale on it. Let me clean that up, and I'm going to bend these tabs in because they can be done with like a bench vise or brake or whatever, because they're just straight lines. This is going to take some hammer and ollie and some shrinking stretching, I think. So let's let me get these flanges put in and get this cleaned up, and then I'll bring you guys back and we'll figure out how we're going to put this radius in this piece. We've got the inside corner basically bent in. Got a little bit of a crack here just from how I cut it. I'll have to touch that up with a weld as we're doing the final assembly. And now we got to figure out how to put that bend in it. And I think what we're going to have to do is do some shrinking along here, try and make this end want to move around, because when we bend this over, of course, with this radius that's in here, this edge is going to be longer than this edge. We could do some fish mouth cuts here like we did, but I would really like to try and do some shrinking along there, a little tapping, see if we can get it to go. Not a good place for you guys to be, or for me to be filming over by where the shrinker and stretcher is set up. So I'm going to go and give this a little start, see how we can, see how well it's going to work, and I'll bring you back and show you the progress. The shrinking is working surprisingly well. This is fairly stout steel. I don't know, 16 gauge, something like that. Definitely heavier than 18. Well, maybe it's 18, I'm not sure. Definitely not 20 anyways. So what I'm going to do is just kind of put it in the vise and do a little tappy tap, start to bend that flange over. Then we'll go over and work at it a little more with the shrinker. And so far, like, we're actually getting a little bit of a dome to it here where I've been shrinking, so we're definitely making some progress. Well guys, I'm not going to claim that it's perfect, but darn tootin', it's pretty close. We've done a bunch of shrinking and stretching along that edge to get it to lay down. It's not perfect. The problem, of course, I can't fit it right in place because, of course, we've still got a bunch of metal here left. Before we get that cut off, though, I think we need to figure out this indentation that we're going to need for the hinge pocket and how to lay that out on this piece. And that might be a little bit interesting to try and manufacture, but I'm going to give it a try. In theory, it's just a matter of doing a little tappy tap, but that is a fairly deep pocket that we've got to put in there. We may end up having to cut that and weld it in from the back side, but I'm hoping I can just do a little bit of hammer forming here and get it to work. Looks to me like the upper hinge and the lower hinge are basically the same, or hinge pocket are basically the same, so we can use some of the parchment paper and just kind of lay out what we've got to work with here. And there's the inside. Now we need to convince that piece of metal that we just made to do that. And approximately that's where the hole needs to go. We'll nail that down permanently once we get to that point. Well, that's kind of sort of what I'm thinking. Hopefully you guys can see those marker marks on there. Should be doable, just a matter of beating it in. I've got a new anvil that I just picked up from Harbor Freight the last time I passed through town there. I'm going to set that up and see if maybe that is going to be the magic bullet for shaping that into our piece of steel. Not a bad size anvil. I don't know how good it is, but it's an anvil. I guess if we mark this on the back side, we can use this horn to kind of tap it in. If I knew where my marker went. Oh, there's my marker. Kind of sort of something like that. Well, you get the idea. It's definitely, we're getting there. I think I'm going to have to put some earmuffs on. That's got a little bit of a ring to it. Let me keep tapping at it here, and I will see if I can get that to go in as deep as the one that's on the truck. Well guys, we are definitely getting there. It's not perfect yet. We're not even straight across. Still needs a little bit more in the bottom here because the pocket is kind of sloped like this. It's not as deep in the bottom here as it is at the top, but it certainly is coming together. Kind of marking it up, but a little bit of sanding will clean that up. And I'm pretty happy with how that is turning out. Here's one of the hinges, and basically it just needs to fit in kind of like that. So I think we need it just a little bit deeper so that the head of the bolt isn't sticking up so proud, but that's coming. Well guys, that's pretty much it. It's a little rough and it'll need a little bit of cleanup before it gets installed, but we've got the hinge pocket is beat in. That was a little bit of effort, I got to admit, but I think we've got it beat in there decent. I don't think we got a whole lot of shrinkage in this direction. That's good. The piece, when I hold it down against the A-pillar, seems to fit fairly well right now. So I think our next step is going to be to take this outer skin off and maybe drop the rocker panel out of the way and just try and expose this A-pillar as much as possible. Nip this off with the angle grinder, and then we can kind of mock things back up and see how it all fits together with that panel that I've made. Let me take a crack at that, and I'll bring you back when we've got things kind of sort of laid out here. There we go, guys. That's the first toss in place. See what it looks like. It's in just a little bit too far here at the bottom. The other thing that I see that's going on here is that we're being held up or held out from the rocker panel just a little bit with the fender. But I think that's just this point. If we can get this point to roll in just a little bit, that'll probably give us what we need. We've also got this angle bracket, or a facsimile thereof, that needs to get welded in here to kind of brace everything up. But we're pretty close with the with this pocket. I think it's close enough at least that we can do a little tappy tap and get it to line up. This needs to come over just a little bit further. Obviously I got a little wide with the gap when I was cutting it, but that's all right. We can throw some filler rod in there and we'll be able to fill that gap, no problem. I don't know. I'm pretty happy with that. I was kind of nervous about making that piece, and that really went very easily. Let me do a little more massaging, see if I can get things to fit just a little bit better, and I'll bring you back for an update. Well guys, what do you figure? That doesn't look too bad. A little bit of misalignment here that is going to need just a bit of tapping, but I think that can wait until we've got it tacked in place. This side looks really good. The bottom it does curve away a little bit here at the bottom, but it's not too bad. I put a straight edge down it, and I'm happy with it. So I think what I'm going to do here is take it back out, drill some holes in the back side of it here so we can spot weld it into the rocker panel. And I'm going to squirt some weld through primer on it. Well, there we are, ready. Get some weld through on there, get it holes drilled, etc. I got a little bit more gap than I like. So as I'm welding, I think I'm going to feed a little bit of just standard welding rod in here just to kind of fill that gap a little bit. But other than that, I think this should tack into place not too bad. Let me throw a few let me throw a few beads on this thing, and we'll kind of sort of get it nailed into place. Well guys, I am not going to complain too loudly about that at all. There's still a little bit of finishing welding that's got to happen. I'm going to take this this whole piece down out of here. The body mount isn't stuck down as well as I thought it was, so I want to make sure that that is welded good and solid, and basically give it a good going over, make sure there's no pinholes in it. But I am really happy with how that's turned out. A little bit dog leg there, but good enough. There's a hinge going to be in front of it. I think this is as far as we're going to take it tonight. I am really happy with the progress I've made here. We'll be back at it again tomorrow evening, and I'll bring you guys back. Until then, what do you figure, guys? We ready to start burning this thing in? We're not ready to do the rocker panel just yet, but this lower piece of the A-pillar, I think we can put it in. Oh, it looks like we're pretty close to where we need to be. Things kind of sort of lining up where they need. Height-wise, you can see where we've drilled out the spot weld on this this piece. lines up pretty good with the original. So our height should be good. We got a little bit of misalignment here. I'll have to tweak as I'm tacking it in. Just this has to go in, this has to come out. Pretty well flush in the middle here. We'll nail that down. I ran a straight edge down the entire piece, and we got a little bit of wobbliness where we've beat this groove into the part, but that's to be expected. Otherwise, I think we're in fairly decent shape there. Now, it should be all right. Let me throw a couple tacks on it. If I like how it looks, I will burn this whole thing in and probably clamp this the skin in place. Actually, we'll do that regardless. Clamp the skin in place, and we'll put a couple of tacks in it as well. We don't want to get too carried away because we do still have to get our cut and butt done here. We don't want to nail this whole thing down and then have to cut it off. But the A-pillar is what I'm going after today, so let me get going on that. Well guys, we are burned in. Kind of, sort of. Seems nice and solid. I didn't do the too much with the sheet metal here. As I say, we've still got to do that outer patch, and there'll be a little trimming that has to happen there. But that's a good start anyways. Let me clean some stuff up here and I'll bring you back and we'll show you what we ended up with. I'm pretty happy with that so far. Well guys, what do you think? I'm pretty happy with that. We still have to put a nut in behind the A-pillar here for the hinge to bolt to. We still got a broken off bolt we got to clean out of the hinge, but that is a big step forward. We've got our body mount located. We've got our A-pillar back attached. I'll have to do just a little bit more cleanup on there. We're not quite ready to nail down that rocker panel yet, or do the outer skin. We've still got a few little jobs to do there, but this is a really big step forward. I'm happy with this, and the weld job didn't even turn out too terrible. Little skim coat over that, and you won't even know that it was ever there. I think this is where we're going to end this one. Thanks a lot for stopping by. Greatly appreciate you taking the time to watch the video. If you got this far, give me one of those thumb up things. Give me a like. If you haven't already done so, consider subscribing to the channel. I'd love to have you come back, watch some more of Doug's Messy Garage, and we'll catch you guys in the next mess. Thanks for watching.